Cancer June 2026. If you're a Cancer or have Cancer rising, June 2026 is a month you will remember, not because everything explodes or falls apart, but because something quietly, undeniably shifts into place. This is a month of arrival, of culmination, of finally feeling, after a long and sometimes exhausting stretch, that the universe is actually on your side. Let me show you exactly why. The most important thing to understand about June 2026 for Cancer is that Jupiter, the planet of expansion, luck, abundance, and growth, is in your sign. It has been there for almost a year, and on June 30th it leaves. That's not a tragedy, but it does mean that June is your final month with Jupiter in Cancer, and that makes it one of the most significant months of the entire Jupiter cycle for your sign. Jupiter visits your sign once every 12 years. What it offers while it's there is a genuine expansion of who you are, your confidence, your opportunities, your sense of what's possible for you. Some of you have felt it clearly. A promotion, a relocation, a new relationship, a business taking off, a creative project finding its audience. Others have felt it more subtly. A quiet but real growth in self-worth, a sense of becoming more comfortable in your own skin. Whatever form it's taken for you, June is the closing chapter of that story. And closing chapters, when you write them consciously, are the most powerful part of the book. Week 1, June 1st through the 7th. The week opens with a brief but meaningful transition. On June 1st, Venus is still in Gemini, your 12th house, the house of rest, privacy, and things that happen behind the scenes. For the first 3 days of the month, there's a quiet, almost contemplative quality to your emotional life. Something is completing, a feeling, a situation, a version of yourself. Don't rush it. Then, on June 4th, Venus enters Cancer, and the energy shifts completely. Venus, in your first house, makes you genuinely beautiful. Not just physically, though that too, but radiantly, magnetically present. People want to be near you. They find you warm, compelling, easy to trust. If there's any week this month to make a first impression, to launch something publicly, to put yourself in front of an audience, this is the second half of this week, from June 4th onward. Jupiter is also in your sign, of course, and with Venus joining it from the 4th, the combination is almost too good. Take it seriously. Don't let this window pass while you're reorganizing your closet or catching up on emails. Get in front of people. Make the ask. Show up. Mercury is still in Gemini this week. Your 12th house, the house of rest, solitude, and what happens beneath the surface. Your conscious mind may be running through logistics and to-do lists, but underneath something is integrating. Something from the past year is being processed and completed. Pay attention to your dreams this week. Pay attention to what you suddenly understand about a situation that confused you for months. The 12th house, Mercury is giving you access to answers you didn't know you were still looking for. Week 2, June 8th through the 14th. Venus leaves Cancer on June 10th and moves into Leo, your second house, the house of money and material resources. This is a very clean handoff. The personal magnetism of week 1 now starts generating practical results. Financially, the second week of June is active and favorable. An income opportunity arrives, a negotiation tips in your direction, or you simply feel clear about what you're worth and start asking for it accordingly. There's also Mars in Virgo to contend with all month. Mars is in your third house. Communication, siblings, short trips, the texture of your daily interactions. The square it forms isn't to your Sun directly, but Mars in Virgo in the third house can make your words sharper than you intend. Emails that come out more bluntly than you meant them. Conversations with a sibling or neighbor that escalate unexpectedly. A general feeling that people are not listening carefully enough, or that you're having to repeat yourself. The fix is precision. Before you send the message, read it once more. Before the conversation, know what outcome you actually want. Mars in the third house rewards people who think before they speak, and punishes the ones who don't. Week 3, June 15th through the 21st. This is the week everything arrives, on June 20th or 21st. The summer solstice. The sun enters Cancer. Your birthday season begins, and it does so with Jupiter still in your sign, Mercury about to follow on June 18th, and the solstice itself amplifying everything. The solstice is always significant for Cancer. You are a sign ruled by the moon, and the lunar cycles matter to you more than to most. But the solar solstice, the longest day, the peak of light, is the annual moment when the sun hands you a spotlight. This year, with Jupiter present, that spotlight is wider and brighter than usual. If you have a birthday in late June, this is particularly potent for you. Your solar return, your astrological new year, is happening in the presence of the planet of abundance. Whatever you set as your intention in the days around your birthday carries unusual weight. Be deliberate. Mercury entering Cancer on June 18th is a gift for communication. Suddenly, things you've struggled to articulate become clear. You find the words. Conversations that felt stuck begin to move. This is an excellent window for important conversations with a partner, with a boss, with yourself. Write things down this week. The clarity you access now is worth keeping. The emotional depth of this week is real. Cancer doesn't do things halfway. When the sun is home, you may find yourself more sensitive than usual, more moved by beauty, more affected by other people's moods, more aware of what matters and what doesn't. Let that be an asset, not a liability. Your emotional intelligence is a form of perception that most people don't have access to. Trust it. Week 4, June 22nd through the 30th. The final week of June has a bittersweet quality for Cancer. The sun is in your sign. Mercury is in your sign. You are in full birthday season mode, and Jupiter, your year-long companion, your planet of good fortune and growth, is preparing to leave. On June 30th, Jupiter moves into Leo, your second house. And here's the thing, that's actually not bad news for your finances. Jupiter in your second house for the next year means income growth, an improved relationship with money, and a stronger sense of your own material worth. It's just a different kind of good. But the days leading up to June 30th are worth marking intentionally. Sit with what this Jupiter cycle gave you. Take stock. What grew? What arrived? What did you become that you weren't before? Don't rush past it. Jupiter in Cancer happens once every 12 years. Acknowledge the chapter before you turn the page. Now let's talk about love. June is genuinely one of the better months for Cancer in matters of the heart. Venus in your sign in the first week makes you irresistible in the most authentic way. Not performed charm, but genuine warmth that draws people toward you. If you're in a relationship, this week has the potential for real depth and tenderness. If you're single, you are at your most attractive right now, not because you're trying, but because you're simply being yourself, and yourself is magnetic this month. After Venus moves into Leo on June 10th, the romantic energy shifts toward generosity and grand gestures. Your second house is activated, which can mean someone treating you exceptionally well, dinners, gifts, quality time. Or it can mean you doing the same because you feel secure enough to be open-handed. Either way, the material dimension of love is highlighted. The third week with Mercury in Cancer is when the important conversations happen. If there's something you've been meaning to say to a partner, a need, a boundary, a feeling you haven't found words for, the window between June 18th and the end of the month is when you'll finally be able to say it clearly and be heard. For those of you navigating something more complicated, a separation, an ending, a relationship that's been unclear, Mercury and the Sun together in your sign give you unusual clarity. You'll know what you want. Trust that knowing. For your body and energy. The solstice week, June 15th through 21st, often brings a surge followed by a need for rest. Cancer rules the stomach and the chest. Watch for digestive sensitivity if you're emotionally overloaded. The best thing you can do for your body this month is regulate your nervous system. Water, sleep, time near the ocean or a lake if you can manage it. You recharge through literal contact with water in a way that other signs don't. Use that. Let's bring it all together. June 2026 for Cancer is structured around one central truth. Jupiter is finishing its year in your sign, and you have one final month to receive everything it's been trying to give you. Week 1 opens with Venus and Jupiter together in your first house. Personal magnetism and abundance at their peak. Show up. Week 2 brings financial activation as Venus moves into your second house and asks you to communicate with precision as Mars sharpens your words. Week 3 is the solstice, your birthday season, the arrival of the Sun and Mercury in Cancer, clarity, depth, emotional intelligence at full power, and week 4 is the closing ceremony. Jupiter prepares to leave. Take stock of what this cycle gave you, then let it complete. The overall tone of June for Cancer is not drama. It's not upheaval. It's something quieter and more lasting. The feeling of becoming, of having grown into something you can now stand inside without apology. That's what Jupiter in your sign has been building toward. June is where you receive it. Happy birthday, Cancer. This one matters.